Welcome back to your #1 stop for Dune Awakening, and today we are going to be discussing how to pay your taxes. Since we all grown up and we all know it's very bad if you don't pay your taxes, and just like the government, the emperor will come for you. But today I'm going to be showing you how to do it very easily, very quickly. So let's just go ahead and jump into this. So to start off, when it comes to taxes itself, we need to go ahead and see exactly how much you owe, and you can go ahead and check that at any point by coming over to your subterfuge, which is the item you have to put down to start your base. So if we go ahead and click on it, and inside of subterfuge console, you will see a few options here. Of course, you do have how much power you have. You have what kind of storm is happening, and well, how much you can put in your bait. But the main thing we are looking at is right here on the far right, which is the court taxes due. I don't owe anything at the moment since I already paid mine, but nonetheless, you will find it here once you actually get your bait established. Just know it will not show up right away if you create a brand new base. It will take a little bit of time, but once you start building it out, and you will go ahead and see this appeal in your subterfuge, and you can go ahead and see how much you have, or how much you owe, I should say, as well as how much time you have to it due if you have already paid it, as well as information if it already been paid or not. But since we now know how to actually see what our taxes is, let's go ahead and talk about how to pay them. So to start off here, we need to go ahead and hit up any outpost. It doesn't matter which one. It can be any zone, beginning, middle, end, doesn't matter. But find you an outpost, because we're going to be needing to find a very specific NPC. But before we hunt down that NPC, I do want to cut something offhand that I personally was a little worried about, which is, of course, your buggy. Since we are going to be teleporting to another zone, doing a whole nother instance, and I originally was kind of curious what happened with your buggy if you leave, especially if you have items in it. You might worry about, a sandstorm coming in. And of course, the main thing about this is we could go ahead and use our little, Dragon Ball capsule, little thing here with the vehicle backup tool, and we could take it with us. But if you do have items in it, you can go ahead and just drive it right over here. So each of the outposts will, or I should say, towns will have a little outpost here where you can go ahead and park your vehicle. Obviously, distant places for distant ones. So just look around whatever a town or outpost you are in, and you will find it. Usually, as you can see, there is usually dozens upon dozens of vehicles here, and of course, as long as you remember what outpost you're going to leave from, as long as you can remember that, once you come back, your buggy will be here safe and sound for you if you have put it inside of one of the little garages. So with the vehicle dumped out of the way here, let's go ahead and head on in to the outpost, because we need to find a very specific NPC. Each of the NPCs will, of course, be in the corner of the map, usually on the right side, and you will know you found the right NPC by finding the character standing in front of the hologram of a chopper. And we go ahead and talk to the character. She will go ahead, offer the flyers. We will go ahead and say, yes, I do want to go somewhere. And from here, you will have a couple options here, including some of the bases that you have already found around. But the main one we're going to be looking at is either Elen or Aadin Village. It doesn't really matter which one you will go to. I will go ahead and show you where you can find the tap person in boats. But let's go ahead and just start off at the top, and let's go to Elen. So we're going to go ahead and select it. And also, don't forget, you are going to need some money here. So not only will you need the money for paying your taxes, but you will also need some money to fly there. So in that case, we're looking at 2,500 to fly. So let's go ahead and hit pay. And from here, we can go ahead and head on out. And from here, we will go ahead and teleport, indicate, to Elen. So now that we have arrived in Elen, we need to go ahead and find the person to sell our taxes to. And the easier way is by bringing up our map and hovering over some of these symbols. You will go ahead and find the tax collector right here, which is where we need to go. So let's go ahead and from the NPC we just came in from, let's go ahead, head on up here, and you can go ahead and find your NPC that you got to pay your taxes to. Just right over here, straight ahead at the right of the tail. You know you're in the right place when you see whatever I guess this symbol is. I guess it's a lion. Actually, thinking about it, does look like a lion. But we need to go ahead, head on in, and we need to go to the very end of this area. And the NPC will be standing behind the desk here on the very end. And when we go ahead and talk to the NPC, we will go ahead and get an option to I like to pay my taxes. And from here, you can go ahead and pay. Mine are already paid, but nonetheless, you can go ahead and find a timer within the NPC as well, letting you know when your taxes will be due again. So you can go ahead and do that, and you can go ahead and pay the total, or you can pay a set amount if it get too expensive for you. But when we have that paid, let's go ahead, let's head back to that NPC, and we will head up to Aadin. And now that we are in Aadin Village, let's go ahead and head on up here to the right side to the tax collector here. So from the NPC where you first come in, we need to go ahead and head pretty much straight here till we come across the big like shopping area that you can go ahead and find down here. So we need to go ahead and just head on down, and once we get past the shops, you will go ahead and find the tax person right over here on the right side. Once we go ahead and come on around here, and from in here, once again, just like the last plate, will be all the way in the very back behind the desk down here. And just like the other one, you can go ahead and select to pay your taxes, as well as finding out when they are due. Just know, Elite, as of now, if you haven't already picked a side, and I believe any of you have picked a side, I don't think it matters which one you go to pay your taxes, but let me know in the comment below on that one. But nonetheless, I guess if you really worry about one way or another, whichever side you pick, probably just go to that town to pay it, because it's pretty much the same process no matter what. So just go ahead and do that. But once we are done here, you can go ahead and head back to the NPC to travel back to where you came from. And just like that, you are good to go. And of course, make sure you do pay your taxes, because you really don't want the emperor coming for you. But nonetheless, hopefully you have found this video good or helpful in any way, shape, or form. Do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells. And of course, if you do want to be like all the wonderful folks here, be sure to hit up patreon.com/TroyMaconn, as well as hitting that join button here on YouTube, and coming on over to twitch.tv/TroyMaconn, where I stream every single night starting around 8 p.m. Central. If you're seeing the video when it go live, I should be live right now. So come on over, say hi over there, and of course I do stream here on YouTube as well. But with all that being said and done, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me for today. And I will see you tomorrow for any more Dune Awakening how-to guides, news, and everything in between. And of course, like always, I will go ahead and see you in the comments.